Hi there everyone, my name is George Ethan. Welcome to Yoga with George Ethan. I'm going to be teaching you an awesome asana practice today. We're going to be featuring Warrior 3 or Virabhadrasana 3, Flying Warrior, in peak of our 4-week program. So we are going to be going through just the normal sequence with warm-ups and rising to our Warrior 3 and stepping into our power today. And we of course will be featuring my dog Bentley. He's my best friend. You'll see him throughout this video trying to give me support. Here he is right now. Say hi, Bentley. But he's going to be joining us today, of course. And also, I just want you to know that I will be providing different variations of different poses so everyone can feel comfortable. My goal for the classes that I teach are to provide accessibility to all who want to practice yoga. And so this this will have a little bit of strength training, but I will make it so we can all be able to access it. And just know if you any point you need to step back, always feel welcome, because even though there is pushing in the body at any given point, if you feel any sort of pain or discomfort, it's perfectly wonderful to step back and access your body. We want to feel comfortable in our own skin at the end of the day, so I invite you to do the same whenever practicing our asana today. Well, I think that's enough for right now, but let's meet on our mats, bring a strap and a blanket and a block, and we'll get started. See you there. We're meeting here on our mats now. We're going to find a nice, comfortable seat in any way that works best for you. If sitting in a cross-legged position is a little uncomfortable, you might consider rising your hips up by taking a blanket or a block and placing it underneath your hips, because we want to aim to have a nice long spine. And everyone's at a different place in their practice, so do what's most comfortable for you. If you don't want to sit in a cross-legged seat, I invite you to sit in a form of hero pose. That's you're going to sit on with your knees and on your heels and have your legs together. But for this practice today, I'm going to sit in cross-legged position, and we are going to do a couple of breathing exercises followed by a warm-up, prepping for our Warrior 3, and then we're going to do some floor work. Let's get started. We're going to start by setting an intention with our practice with our breath. So breathe in deep and exhale. Breathe in again through the nose and exhale with the nose. Settle here, find some stillness. We're going to breathe in once more. Close your eyes. And exhale, let go of the day thus far. One more time, breathe in through the nose. Nice deep breath, fill the belly and the heart. And exhale, let it go. Let go of your to-do list today. As we settle into our practice, grounding ourselves. One last time. We breathe in, nice deep breath, fill the belly and the heart. It lifts a little bit. And exhale, ground the shoulders, let them relax downward. Empty, empty. So today, as we go forward, we're going to practice an alternate breathing technique. So this is also known as Nadi Shandana. And so the way it works is we take our thumb of our right hand and either our pinky or our ring finger, and we alternate the nostrils as we breathe in and out. So I'll give you an example. First, we breathe in through our left nostril. We're going to do it a count of 5. We hold, and as we hold, we alternate. We bring the ring finger to our left nostril and release through the right nostril. Exhale. For 5. And then we inhale with the right nostril while holding the left. Inhale. Hold, alternate, exhale through the left. You see? That's a really great breathing technique to release the nerves, to calm the body, and to regulate the flow. So we're going to do that 5 times today on each side. We're going to start with our left nostril open. We're going to use our thumb and have your first 2 fingers down and keeping these 2, the other 3 out. So we're going to begin. Inhale, count of 5. Hold, alternate, right side, exhale. We're practicing that Ujjayi breath, audible exhale through the nose. Inhale through the right side. Hold, alternate, thumb on the right side, exhale through the left nose, nostril. Awesome. Inhale through the left. Really fill yourself up. Hold, alternate, and exhale 5. Good. Now we're going to try for counts of 6 for the last 2, okay? So inhale, count of 6, right side. Hold, alternate, count of 6, exhale audibly. Inhale. Hold, alternate, exhale on the right. Empty, empty. Awesome. Now, inhale, raise your hands up towards the sky. And as you exhale, slowly bring your palms together and meet at the heart. Close your eyes. Notice how you feel. And just be here for just a moment. Set an intention for your practice. Be it to expand in your practice, to find length, to find trust, to ground yourself, or to just make it through the practice. But I like to see myself finding more nuances in each practice, something new, and new areas of growth in each practice. But I invite you to feel what you feel honestly and truthfully, and set an honest intention for your practice today. So we inhale once more, take it all in. And exhale, let it all go. Awesome. We are going to lay down flat on our mats, grab your strap, and we're going to do a reclined hand to knee pose. To go back onto your back, hold onto your thighs and roll back nice and slow. And then place your feet onto the mat and then let them spill out. Make sure your spine's nice and long. We're going to start, we're going to bring our feet flat back to the mat, and we're going to grab our straps here. We're going to kick our right foot first into the sky. We're going to take our strap here and hold it around the flat of our foot, and we want to have our shoulders snuggled in together, and we're going to do a reclined hand to knee pose, or hand to toe pose. So If this is comfortable for you, if you want to hold with your right foot, go ahead, but I recommend for today's class to hold with the strap. So if you're comfortable here, stay here. If you want to find a little extra stretch, you can start by lowering the left side and make sure your hip is nice and flush with the mat. We can breathe here, or if you want to find a little elevation, you could, or a little extra stretch, we could open up. So let's play here. We're going to inhale, bring it to center, and keep your toes nice and active on both sides. Have your toes facing towards your head, and exhale to the right a little bit. And your knee doesn't have to be straight. It can have a little micro bend. I'm going to have a little micro bend in here because I'm still developing flexibility in my body. Inhale to center. Exhale, rotate out. Might find a little extra openness each time. Inhale to center. Exhale, move out. 2 more times. Inhale back to center. Exhale out. Inhale to center. Exhale out. Hold here for 2 breaths. Nice and deep. Next inhale, bring it back to center. We're going to do a little twist now. Inhale in. Exhale, rotate your leg to the left side. It may reach to the floor, it may not, it may still be up here. Keep that micro bend if that's best for you. Keep your elbows close to your body. And if you rotate over with your shoulders, try to ground them back to the mat. We want to find a little twist in the lower half of the body. If you want to give your strap a little length, go ahead. And then we inhale, slowly bring our foot back to center. Awesome. We're going to release nice and slow. Take your strap back and lower that floor to the mat. Foot to the mat. Bring your back to center and bring your other leg up. Inhale, reach that foot flat towards the sky and bend it a little to get your strap on. Again, if you feel comfortable to have your hand on your toe here, that's awesome. But for the sake of this practice today and for using our tools, I'm going to practice with the strap here. So, going forward, we are going to inhale. You can lengthen or keep it micro bending, and exhale, bring it out. I want to do this 5 times. So inhale, back to center, toes active. Maybe your right leg lowers. Exhale to left. This should really activate the hip flexors. Inhale to center. Keep your toes slightly rotating inward towards the center. Exhale, bring your leg to the left. Inhale to center. Keep your shoulders and grounded to the mat. And your hips grounded. Exhale, rotate to the left, excuse me. Want to give yourself a little bit more length. You can loosen up your grip a little bit and get farther from the strap. Inhale to center and exhale to the left. And the left side is going to be different than the right side for most of you, and that's okay. We are all in a different place in our mats, in our practice, in our bodies. It's a different day for something new. Alright. Inhale, center, keep those toes flexed. Exhale to left. One more time, back to center. Exhale to the left. All right, inhale, we're gonna meet in the middle, and then we're going to rotate to the other side. Remember, keep your shoulders nice and flat on the mat. I wouldn't say flat, I would just say make sure your shoulders are meeting the mat. Inhale to center. Exhale, the other side. We're gonna do one more. Inhale to center. And exhale to the other side. Awesome. Bring that foot up, release your strap, lower, and bring back that right leg. We're going to hold our shins, give ourselves a little hug. Maybe roll a little left to right, give your back a little massage. And then hold on to your thighs. And this looks different for everyone. You kick up and roll up. And give your back a little massage. If you want to roll back and forth a little bit, by all means. But if you want to just get up here and just be here, that's awesome too. Next, we're going to do a little boat pose. I have a couple variations for you. So we're going to start with our feet flat on the mat. We want to focus on having our heart raised. We don't want to have a little concave sensation. We want to lift our hearts. You can start by slightly leaning back, make a little V here. It's a little zigzag sensation. And if you're comfortable, try lifting up your legs and have your legs parallel to the floor in the sky. Maybe you can have your hands support, but you want to have your heart again lifted. Maybe your palms are extended. And exhale, release. We're going to do that again, okay? So maybe inhale, lift up the legs and the arms again. Breathe here, nice deep breaths. Keep your heart lifted. Your crown reaching toward the sky. And exhale, release. One more time, boat pose. It's really good for strengthening the hips too. Inhale, lift. You can maybe lengthen out your legs a little bit. Or maybe just keep them close to you. But if you're down here and want to just focus on leaning back and keeping your heart open, that's great too. And exhale, we release. Cool, we're going to lay back down one more time. We're going to do yogi bicycles to get our abdomens woke up here. These, unlike normal exercise bicycles, we are doing these nice, slow, and controlled. This isn't focusing so much on the isolation of the abdomen as it is focusing on the entire body sensation, because every muscle is moving here. So when we start by having our hands behind our heads or at our temples, and we extend out on our left leg and bring our left elbow to meet our right knee. Inhale, center. Exhale, extend right leg, nice and slow. Bring the right elbow to meet the left knee. Keep the toes pointed. Inhale, center. Exhale, left elbow to right knee. Extend left leg. And we repeat on each side a couple times. Nice and slow at your pace. Inhale to center. Exhale, extend and twist. Inhale to center, exhale, extend and twist. 2 more times each side until, and try to find and notice that sensation in your body. Again, nice and slow. One time to the right. And to the left. Fantastic. Bring your knees together and back to your heart. Give yourself a hug. Good work. And we are going to sit and open our hips a little in butterfly pose before we start preparing for our warrior practice. So with butterfly pose or cobbler pose, you have the flat of your feet together. Bring them as close as you can to your hips. If they're further sprawled out, that's fine. Just find where you are in this practice and be honest with yourself. We're all in different places. Find a good bit of groundedness on the top of your thighs. Inhale, heart lifts. And give your feet a little massage. Wake those up a little bit. And open your feet up if you may, like you were reading a book. And exhale, peer over like you're looking into the book, like you're reading something. Now, if something's bothering you, this is a figurative, optional part of the practice. You don't have to participate, but I like to write things that I like to let go onto this book and close the book and let it go. So if you'd like to write a little message to yourself, something that you'd like to let go, you feel welcome. Inhale here, exhale, and then we, nice and easy, with our palms holding the outside of our knees, bring our legs together. And we're going to meet in all fours. Tabletop position. If you have a blanket on the mat, you might want to move it. Have your wrists right under your shoulders, your knees right under your hips. Do a little cat-cow. Inhale, drop the belly, head and hips to the sky. Exhale, round it through, navel to spine. Crown of the head faces downward and the hips downward. Press down against or away from the mat. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the head and hips to the sky. Find a little spinal flexion and exhale, round it through. One more. At your own pace. If you want to bump the hips to the left and right, look left and right while you do this, go ahead. Find a little nuance or a little something new. And we're going to meet in downward dog. Bring your toes under, slowly peel your hips up towards the sky, and we're meeting in down dog. Give your dog a little walk here. Rotate one ankle and then the other. Have your ears in line with your hands. Press or claw your fingertips into the mat. Find a little focus on your in the fleshy area between your pointer fingers and your thumbs. Practice that mindfulness. Imagine focus the creases of your elbows, your front creases, facing forward to the front of your mat. Awesome. We're going to slowly bring our right leg up and bring it inward to our knee, to our chest, and have our knee meet in between our hands. Drop that back knee. We're going to start with a low lunge. Inhale, find a lift in the chest, look forward. And then exhale, we're going to bring our hips back and go into a runner's lunge. So we might want to find a little adjustment. You want to be straight up on this hip here. Have that right leg with the toes facing forward towards your forehead. Again, you can have a little micro bend in that knee. We're all in somewhere different. And then exhale, find a little fold. It could be a little fold. You don't have to have your head all the way down here. It might just be as gentle as just relaxing and releasing the head. Inhale, look up. Exhale, roll it forward. So inhale, lift that back leg. Step, step, step it up to the top of the mat. Exhale, release. So step back for the sake of the video. But inhale, halfway lift. Find a nice long back, long neck. Reach your crown to the front side of your mat. Exhale, fold. I'll take a moment to grab onto the elbows, move from side to side. Shake your head a little yes, a little no. A little halfway lift. You can either have your hands on your shins or on your thighs. Nice long back, tailbone faces the back side of the mat, and your crown reaches towards the front. Exhale, fold. Slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae, we're going to nice and slowly meet in mountain pose. Root to rise. Mountain pose. We are going to find our pelvises kind of tucked in and lifted. Find a little lift in that pelvic floor. Our palms facing forward, our heart shining out and up. Crowns reaching towards the sky. Take a deep breath here. Long breath out. Inhale, reach up towards the sky. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, reach up to the sky once more. Exhale, swan dive your way down. Awesome. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Now listen closely. We're going to do like we are a halfway lift, but we're going to go into chair pose. So we're going to have our arms parallel with our ears. Inhale, drop our tailbone down, 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 and lift our hearts up, our arms up, and have the focus of your weight on your heels. So you could, if done properly, lift your toes up as you do this chair pose. Look forward, inhale. And exhale, release. Bring your left foot back, and then your right. Bring yourself down to the mat. You could chaturanga to upward facing dog, or you could lower to cobra and lift, inhale to cobra. Exhale, release. Press to all fours, bring your toes under, and we meet in downward dog. Awesome. Inhale, lift your left leg, give it a little rotate, ankle rotation to the left and then to the right. Exhale, bring that knee in towards the chest, look up and through. Low lunge, drop the back knee. Inhale, lift your heart. And exhale, low. We're going to do runner's lunge. Bring your toes towards your forehead or third eye. I realized in practicing yoga that even though this might be a bit more of a tough pose to practice, it gives us the most in releasing stress from our tension, from our lives, and releases tension. So really, really emphasize the breath in the belly here to get the most from this. So whenever you feel a little strain, you can always back off, but really bring yourself back to breathing. So inhale, deep breath. Exhale, maybe relax your head over just a bit. Inhale, look up. Exhale, roll forward. Bring your toes under, and inhale, lift your knee up, and hop it back up to the top of your mat. Inhale, we'll go back to your halfway lift. Your version, you can have your hands down here, Or even if it's comfortable, have your hands all the way down here. But you could use a block and have your hands halfway lift like this. Exhale, fold. Inhale, slowly, slowly, slowly. We will meet in mountain pose, or known as Tadasana. So we inhale, reach up towards the sky. Exhale, palms meet together and meet in front of our hearts for prayer position. Notice how you feel. Take a moment. Inhale, reach up towards the sky. Your arms next to your ears. And exhale, lower your hips down and back, nice and slowly. And we were going to find ourselves eventually in chair pose. Really bring your navel in here. Really focus on bringing the hips back and your arms up past your ears. Maybe you can bring your thumbs up a little bit. Bring your shoulders down. Breathe deep. A couple more breaths. You got this. We're in this together. A little strength training here for our quadriceps. And exhale, release, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release. Plant your palms, bring your left foot back and then your right. And chaturanga to up dog or lower to cobra. And we're going to meet in downward facing dog. If you were lowered to cobra, you can push up to all fours and then curl your toes under and we'll meet in down dog. Awesome. Inhale, lift the right leg. And exhale, knee to chest. We're going to we're actually going to lower the back knee. And we're going to sweep our arms forward and up to a quarter moon pose. Exhale, paint a wall down. Inhale, plant your right palm and twist. We're going to reach up towards the sky. Exhale, plant it back down. Lift your back foot. Step up to the front. Inhale, halfway lift. And instead of folding, we're going to go ahead and lift our arms down. Exhale, bring our hips down. Chair pose. You can lift your thumbs a little bit. Really focus on nice long spine. All the focus of your weight in your heels. And then inhale, press up. Ta-da! We are in standing mountain or high mountain or volcano pose. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, reach up towards the sky. Exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Bring your left foot back. Maybe move your right foot forward and lower that back knee. You're going to inhale, sweep your arms forward, up and right. Crescent moon lunge. You can do a little back bend if that's comfortable for you, or have your arms just straight up. Press into your foundation. Your back toes are pressing into the mat. And exhale, paint a wall down to the mat. Inhale, lift that back knee. Curl those toes unders first, and then bring that back foot back and lower to cobra or lower to chaturanga, upward facing dog. Press up to all fours. We'll meet in downward dog. Awesome work. Inhale, lift the left foot up into the sky once more. Exhale, bring the knee to chest. Inhale, lift the leg to the sky. Exhale, bring the knee to the right elbow. Inhale, bring your left leg to the sky and bring it to your left elbow. Getting some strength training in here. And inhale, lift your leg to the sky once more. Exhale, knee to chest. Look up and bring your foot into the center. We're going to keep our back leg lifted this time. Maybe scoot it up just a little bit. And we're going to repeat that crescent moon pose, but this is actually going to be our first warrior. So on my cue, we're going to sweep our arms forward, up and back on your next inhale. So take a breath here, look up, exhale, relax your shoulders down, and on your inhale, you sweep your arms forward, up and back, lower that back ankle, and exhale, shoulders relax. So on this pose, your back foot, your heel should be facing be on the mat. Take a moment to adjust yourself if you need to. Bring your back foot inward a little bit so it's comfortable, that's cool. Make sure your back toes are facing the top right corner of your mat. And your front knee is right above your front ankle. And if that's not enough stretch, you want to bring your foot back a little bit, that's cool as well. You really want to just have a solid foundation. Tuck your tailbone inward and down. Breathe here. And we're going to exhale and rotate outward. Warrior two. Have your arms nice and long. Looking beyond your pointer finger into the distance. Shoulders down. Breathe deep. Inhale, reach out, flip the palm up and over. Peaceful warrior. Drishti for this is looking at your hand or into the sky. If you would like to have a little bind here, you can wrap it around your arm and reach to your leg. Or have your hand hold on your back to give it support, or place your hand on your leg. Exhale, we're going to cartwheel down. So from here, we're going to do a little extended side angle. So you can take your block from where you are, and you can either do this or put your hand on the floor. I'm going to have to use the block myself. Extended side angle from where you are. You kind of wipe the table and reach your arm up and over. Inhale deep through the belly. Exhale. Now we look down and we draw a bow and arrow up to the sky. And exhale. We are back in our lunge. We're going to walk our back foot up. Inhale, halfway lift, your version. And exhale, fold. We are going to trace a line up the front side of our bodies and reach up towards the sky. Exhale, lower and back up the hips, and we'll meet in chair. Breathe deep. Look up, maybe lift your thumbs up a little bit more, drop the shoulders, and exhale, paint a wall down. Inhale, halfway lift your version. Exhale, fold, and bring your right foot back and then the left, and then lower chaturanga to upward facing dog or lower to cobra. Bring the toes under. You can meet in all fours and then down dog, or just go straight to down dog. Awesome work. Inhale, lift the right leg up towards the sky. Give it a little rotation here if you like. Wiggle the toes. Exhale, bring knee to chest. Inhale, reach up towards the sky. Exhale, knee to left elbow. Inhale, up towards the sky. Exhale, knee to right elbow. Doing good. Inhale up towards the sky one more time. Bring your knee to the chest. Hold here. Look up. Exhale. Bring your foot in. Great work. Inhale. Look up. Exhale. Relax your shoulders. We're going to stay in our high lunge here. Really find your footing. If you need to adjust a little bit, go ahead. Maybe step your foot back up a little bit. Make sure your front knee is over front ankle. Inhale, sweep your arms forward, up and back. Drop that back heel, warrior one. If you want to lift your back leg so you can drop your tailbone down and then bring it back, that's what I recommend. Really find your footing. If you need to adjust, go ahead. Inhale deeply. Exhale. Find a moment of stillness here. Palms facing one another here. And exhale, rotate out, warrior two. Really look beyond that front finger, shoulders back, head over heart, and heart over pelvis. Inhale, reach forward, flip the palm, and bring it up and over, peaceful warrior. That's one of my favorite poses, I just adore it. Ah. Find a little length in that right side body. And exhale, rotate over. And so extended side angle, you can also put your arm on your knee here. And exhale, bring your arm up and over, reach. Sorry, I'm a little out of frame here. And even with your arm right here on your knee, you can reach up towards the sky. Inhale deep. And exhale, release. And bring that back foot back. And we are going to be in child's pose, extended child's pose. So bring your knees to the outside of the mat, toes together, and walk your hips back. Then bring your chest down nice and slow, and let it melt into the mat. Allow your arms to walk forward and extend, and your head fold over. We're going to take 5 deep breaths. Catch our breath before we reach our peak pose. Really breathe in through the belly and back body. Allow your body to expand. Allow that audible breath as you exhale. Give yourself a little sigh, just let it out. Fill yourself up with love, loving breath. And your next breath in, press into the mat and pull yourself up and over. Bring your knees underneath your hips, wrists underneath your shoulders, bring your toes under and lift to downward dog. We're going to walk ourselves up to the middle side of our mat and walk your palms back. And inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, trace a line up and reach up toward the sky. Exhale, hands to heart. I'm going to center myself so it's easier to see. Tree pose. Bring your legs together, really together. Nice zip up through the base up to our pelvis. And find something to fixate on across the room. Or you can, in your video, you can focus on me, or whichever that works best for you. So start by inhale, bring your right ankle up, and this might be your tree pose. You could have your arms open and heart, hands to heart, or your arms up into the sky. bring that knee out. Really keep your hips nice and level, and you can keep your hands here to keep your hips level here. But if that needs a bit more lift, you would want to slowly trace up your leg with your other leg. Find a little opposition here. Press your foot into your shin here, or your calf muscles. Breathe deep, nice deep breath. Remember the line from the top of your head to your heart to your pelvis, one on top of the other. Maybe you're here, but if you want a little bit more stretch, bring it up to your thigh. Keep that opposition. Press into your foot, and if you feel a little wobbliness, that is normal. Everyone's on a different side, but if you think that's a little too advanced or just not you, you can keep it lower, or even again back down here. Breathe here. Keep that focus. Keep that balance. Really focus on your foundation. Earlier with chair, we had our bodies over our heels. We want to actually focus our weight on all four corners of our feet this time, which is the ball under your feet, under your big toe, the ball under your feet, under your pinky toe, and the back parts of the heels. And exhale, nice slow release. Shake out that left leg. All right, other side. We're gonna bring that toe up. Hips nice and square. Inhale, you can lift it up here or all the way up here, but don't try, avoid trying to have your foot against the knee. That would hinder your balance and cause some issue possibly. We want to be very mindful of that. We're going to practice up here, have one arm out. The beauty of this pose is you can have it any which way. You can have your arms up and straight or wide, hands to heart. Again, find that opposition, that centrifugal force. I'm going to have my hands to heart in this one. Really focus on your foundation. If you fall, we will catch you. Just know that we all fall sometimes. It's the choice to get back up that really determines going forward. And if you just need to take a break and go back into child's pose for a minute, by all means. We are all on our own journey, all in different places. And know that you're supported. You will be caught, and we will be glad to catch you. And release, nice and slow. And shake out that right leg. That right leg. Show my country. All right, we are going to go into our Warrior 3 poses. So I mentioned in our other practices a story about the priest whose daughter sacrificed herself for not being invited to the grand event, the sacrificial pyre. In grief, the priest's daughter's husband took his hair and he cut it, and he burnt that in wishes to have vengeance for this. And that warrior 3, well, he was the warrior. He was Virabhadra, and that warrior came to life because of that giving of the locks of hair. So this warrior rose and brought his swords, as in Warrior 1, and he fought, and he battled. He soared, Warrior 2. Speaking of soaring, that's a lot about what we're going to do here. So, Virabhadra, we would take our legs nice and tight as we were before. Find a focus across the room. We're going to bring our left foot back just halfway, and this might be it for you. But turn your hands to heart, and maybe you could focus on bringing that leg up. You want to find a little balance here and keep a buoyancy in that back knee. Maybe this is what you need to practice, just a little buoyancy here. You're thinking, well, what's this guy doing? But it really helps to find a little bit of looseness on your knee. I wouldn't say looseness, I would just say buoyancy. But you want to make sure it doesn't lock as we do this practice. So this is really good for finding your footing. Focus on all four corners of the feet. Find a little lift. Maybe your leg goes up. As you slowly lean forward, keep your gaze forward. Keep your hips nice and center, and find a centrical force, your left thigh rotating inward slightly, your toes rotating inward, and slowly going to find ourselves a little flight here. You can have your arms back, but for this practice, I invite you, like we were in chair, to lift your arms up. Really focus on your thumbs lifting. Find that buoyancy. Breathe deep through the navel. Breathe here, deep breath. Find a lift in the heel. And exhale, nice and slow. We're going to bring our legs back to center. Give your right leg a shake. Shake it all out. Awesome. To the left side. And again, we're going to take our left foot back. We're going to take our right foot back, excuse me. And maybe this is your Virabhadrasana 3. You can slowly lean forward, keep your heart open and up. Keep your gaze forward. Have your arms up. And slowly tilt forward, find that buoyancy. Breathe here. Maybe this is it. Maybe you want to go a little further. Find a little wave here. Maybe you want to catch some air. Bring your arms back, your shoulders together. Turn your right toes inward. Keep your hips nice and straight. Yeah, you're going to feel a little heat. That's normal. You're doing great. This is why we call it a peak pose. It's the one where we bring all that we learned today together. Breathe. You got this. You're a powerhouse. I believe in you. Really lift through that heel. Focus the lift in the thumbs, and your crown reaches towards the front. And exhale to slowly bring your foot back to center. Awesome. Shake that leg all out. Awesome work. Okay, so what we're going to do here is lower to frog pose. And in doing so, we can release the hips and that extra action that we had from Virabhadrasana 3. We start by bringing our toes out, just slightly larger than hip length. And give ourselves a little buoyancy, lower down. If that's comfortable for you, we're going to bring our hands to heart, or keep our hands on our hips here, and focus on our tailbone reaching down towards the ground. I'm going to turn this way so you can see what I'm doing. You want to keep the linearity from your head, heart, and pelvis as we lower. So slowly lower, nice and easy. You're going to feel some wokeness in your legs. And you're going to find a moment where there's bells and whistles, some restraint, but we want to keep on going. Maybe this is where you stop. Maybe this is where you grab a block and have a hold here. But if you're comfortable and able, slowly, you make yourselves into frog pose. Have our palms to heart, our elbows to our knees, and our tailbones reaching towards the mat. Breathe deep. Find opposition in our elbows and knees, and our hands pressing against each other. Your fingers pressing against one another. Find a little shake. And again, if you want to have your hands support here, you can. And if this isn't accessible to you, if you want to just have yourself fold in wide-legged forward fold for a minute. Breathe deep. 3, 2, 1. Awesome. To get out of this pose, lean forward with your hands and heel toe your toes together. Bring your hands behind you, and we are going to lower to our mat. Awesome work. Do some recline twists after a bridge pose, and then we'll go into Shavasana. Bridge pose. Lower all the way to the mat, grab your thighs and lower. Press into your mat and your knees are up towards the sky. Your feet go as close as they can to your hips. Press into your mat with your hands and slowly bring your hips up, 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 and your tailbone is reaching towards your knees. Inhale, thighs reach forward, hips reach up, heart reaches towards your chin, and your chin towards the sky. Keep pressing down. Shoulders snuggle in together, and exhale, release. One more time. Press into your mat. Lift to your hips up towards the sky. Press into your mat. Maybe you can have your hands clasped together. And exhale, release. Awesome. Recline twist or supine twist. Inhale, bring your knees together, give yourself a hug. And exhale, bring your arms out flat to the sides. Let me move this block here. Knees together. Inhale. Exhale, bring your knees to the left side. Heart still radiates to the sky. Maybe if you want a little more stretch, look to your right hand. And in my case, I'm looking at Bentley over here. Breathe through your belly. Awesome. Inhale, knees to center. Really keep your back flush towards the mat, or lower back rather, and then exhale nice and slow. Knees to the right side. Maybe look to your left. Arm up, palms flat on the ground. Maybe you can take your right hand and put on your knee for a little extra stretch. Maybe you can elongate your leg or legs. Inhale back to center. Happy baby pose. We're going to take our feet and grasp with our palms and kick one at a time from the inner side of we're grabbing the inner side of our feet. And kick one at a time towards the sky. Just nice and easy. Tailbone reaches down towards the bottom part of the mat. You can do one and then the other and then both. You don't have to do it exactly how I do it. I'm just the guide. If it's comfortable to you, and take your hand to the outer edge of your feet and give that a little lift. You may. And nice and slow and controlled, bring your feet flat on the mat. And then your feet not spilled out. And lower everything down. Palms facing towards the sky. Get nice and comfortable. We're going to find ourselves in our final pose, Shavasana, relaxation pose. We close our eyes, find some stillness, and breathe. Take in the nourishment of your practice. And as we close this video today, I invite you, if you want to stay in this position for as long as you'd like. But we end our practices with our hands to our hearts, and we show gratitude to our bodies for taking time out of our day, for meeting on our mats, finding places of growth and strength. Say thank you to yourself. The light in me sees the light in you. I honor that light in you, and I thank you for being you. And we bow and say, Namaste. Thank you for joining us today. I'm honored to serve you from where I am on my mat. I hope it reaches you in a very deep place, safely and lovingly. I wish you a beautiful day, and I look forward to seeing you next time.